I went to Antarctica and now I'm answering your most asked questions. I have already made videos on the cost, the cruise, and the Drake Passage. And the next most asked question was, what is the itinerary? And I will start by saying that you do not plan a trip to Antarctica, Antarctica plans a trip for you. The cruise will usually have a tentative path and a plan published on their website. But everything in Antarctica is completely weather dependent. There have been cases where the weather was so extreme that people could not even make it to Antarctica and had to divert to other islands. There can be planned landings that have to be cancelled because of weather conditions, and sometimes, if the weather is really good, you actually get more landings than you planned. So honestly, wipe that question off of your mind and quite literally just go with the flow. The cruises are really committed to creating a great experience for passengers, and it truly is a very unique one. Even two people on the same ship will not have the exact same experience. Where you are, where you're looking, what you're doing in the moment, and the order in which your group goes out can completely change your experience. And that's what makes Antarctica truly special. A very important thing to note is that in Antarctica, only 100 people are allowed to be on land at once. So if you're going to a specific landing location, there is a good chance your group is the only one there. For example, our ship had 164 passengers, so we were split into 4 groups. 2 groups would go cruising in the Zodiac boats and 2 groups would go for the landing. And after an hour or so, we would switch. And then the groups that were cruising would go on land and the groups that were on land would go cruising. These landing sites also need to be pre-booked by the cruise operators. On a typical day, if the weather is good, your schedule would look something like this. You wake up, get ready, have breakfast, and then sanitize your boots before heading out. And after exploring the land and cruising around a bit, everyone would head back to the ship. Back at the ship, you might attend a lecture, learn something about the region, or just relax and hang out. And then you would have lunch, take a short break, and during that time, the ship would usually be sailing to the next location. Then in the afternoon, you would head out again for another landing or cruising activity. You can also add on kayaking to your schedule by paying a little bit extra to the cruise. In our case, because the Drake Passage was so calm, we were able to make an additional landing on the first day, which was completely unplanned. But we also missed one landing at Nico Harbor because there was too much ice and it was considered too dangerous for us to explore safely. Instead, we ended up having an extended cruise that day, and honestly, we had a lot of fun with it. Usually, the expedition team will give you a weather forecast and a plan for the next day, the evening before, and that is pretty much all the heads up you're going to get. And believe me, it is enough. Antarctica is magical no matter how you explore it, and nature is, as it should be, the final boss. In the next video, I will talk about why there is no ice on Antarctica. Stay tuned. Bye for now.